OKC Mavs, I think it went the way we expected it to go.
I wanted it to go 7 bad. I just loved watching the series for real.
Yeah, if it would have went 7, that would have been scary.
Shea needs some help.
Shea definitely needs some help. But Luka averaged 25, 11, and 9. Kyrie 16, 6, and 2. Shea, like we said off air, he played like the runner-up MVP. He was 32, 8, 7, 50% from 3. 50% from 3, 55% from the field, and he also averaged 2 blocks and a steal. J-Dub 17, 7, and 6. Chet 16, 6, and 2. But I was most shocked for PJ Washington, man. And like we said off air as well too, like when you talked about how it really just depends on where you get drafted, the system that you're in, player development, X, Y, and Z. So
Does
to
your
see
coach
him
fuck with you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Does your GM fuck with you?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like that shit matters, bro.
Yeah. So to see him on Dallas with a good coach, and playing under Kyrie and Luka with that system, he surprised me. I did not expect him to be this consistent. He definitely was an X factor.
Mastered that corner 3 ball too. Like I'm like, damn, I was not expecting like I didn't know like what he shot percentage wise before he came to Dallas, but I was not expecting him to like hit those timely shots like when they needed them.
I mean, he wasn't. I will say like I'm pretty sure he was shooting like 32% or something like that before he got traded.
Yeah.
But there was no gravity. He was on the Hornets with no LaMelo Ball.
Right. Yeah.
You're right.
And they traded
And
Terry
Terry
Rozier
Rozier
was gone too. So like it just makes sense. I feel like sometimes it's easy to get caught up in the percentages and not look at the whole situation. And now you get in a situation where I'm getting passes from Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving,
especially all the attention
drawing
on them.
double teams and stuff like that. Like he just got a chance to really to show what he can do. I don't know yet that I would say consistent though, because also. Like, he hit some timely shots in that last game, but he still only had, like, 9 points or something like that, as opposed to he was dropping 20 or something like that.
He was, like, the leading scorer in the first, like, 2 or 3 games, I thought.
Yeah, I mean, for the series, he averaged 18 and 8.
Yeah, and that'll get it done, shit.
Yeah, that'll get it done. But, like, and another thing that I like about the playoffs in general and what you kind of just talked about was you get to see how these players perform first time around in the playoffs, 1 and then 2, like, from a personnel standpoint, what they need to add. So definitely, like what you just said, they need to add some size.
Who?
OKC.
OKC. Oh.
OKC, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy because you look at last year. Last year was basically the same team. Of course, all their guys got older, so they probably got a little better. But the thing that killed them last year was Jalen Williams, the other Jalen Williams, was their starting center. And that nigga's like 6'8" or something like that. And like they had no other depth. And so you see the upgrade, as soon as you get somebody with some length like Chet, it made a huge difference. But they still didn't have, their backup still was just Jalen Williams. So they don't have any other size outside of that. So I think especially when you're playing against a Mavs team that can go Gafford and Lively, and then also if they had ended up playing the Timberwolves, who can go Gobert and Cat and Nas, that just probably would end up being an issue. But honestly,
they was getting out rebounded.
Even with that though, I think that the size that wasn't their biggest issue. It was just not having consistent person next
outside
to
Shea.
Yeah,
because I thought it was gonna, and this is his first time in the playoffs, J-Dub, but
I think he'll be better.
Oh yeah, absolutely, he's gonna take his game to another level. I always say, like, I think his upside, he can be like a Jaylen Brown type of player. So
I don't know if that's a great thing.
For that team and that organization, the small market, I think so. He definitely he gonna have a good left. But as far as like just that two-way player that can be like a number 2 option on a contending team, I think so. And just Chet's rookie year too, so he's only gonna get better. Probably put on some more weight. Do you think Chet should slide to the 4 or stay at the 5?
I mean, unless they get someone else big, he needs to stay at the 5.
Yeah.
They don't have nobody else to put.
So just like a backup 5, you think would be fine with them moving forward, or
like if they could get freaking Andre Drummond
I was just about
or something
to ask
like that.
What if they had like Andre Drummond?
Yeah, even honestly, and next year he'll probably be worse. So this may be not a good idea, but even DeAndre Jordan, I thought should have played more in this Nugget series because you really just need somebody who's a big body who can give you maybe 10 minutes. That's really it, especially when you get into the playoffs.
Yeah. What were you about to say?
I was gonna say, like, I mean, it's kind of late now, but the Jalen Williams point about the comp to Jaylen Brown. So you feel like his scoring potential will just continue to go up, basically?
Absolutely. Okay. Absolutely. I think so, too.
I mean, he averaged 19 this year, right?
I hope, you know, because like y'all said, I agree about the finding like that consistent number 2 for him.
Yeah.
The size as well. There was something else I was going to say.
Because that's a bad big 3, like, potential wise.
Oh yeah, Chet. I mean that's what OKC always been about, bro. It seems like they got
they draft well.
That shit.
They draft well.
But no, shout out to all the sports betting sites, Bovada, fucking DraftKings, fucking Prize Picks. I feel like Shea is like the easiest guy you could bet on, like the over, bro. Like he just gonna show up, take his shots that he want to take. Had that step back pad jumper, bro. Like I like watching him play, and also like being on the same floor with Kyrie, but like seeing him like almost, in my opinion, like being the best player on the floor in the series.
I mean, yeah, he definitely was the best player on the floor.
I was shocked to see that. Not shocked, but I was like, it was a wonderful surprise, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, he really got to play a lot of one-on-one basketball as well, too, as opposed to Kyrie, who was getting double and triple all throughout the series, and really had to force him into being a playmaker. But I feel like Kyrie still got the shots he wanted. But Shea, I was telling you off air, dog, like, he's probably top 5 I've seen working the mid-range, bro.
I was just going to say, all of his buckets, he's just driving down and shooting mid-range buckets and cashing them.
Wow. All the important shots that he wanted to get were right there, too.
Like, and he's 6'6", dog. Yeah. And there's just certain players who I put in the category, like prime Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, where, like, when the ball leaves their hands, I expect it to go in. Yeah. With him in the mid-range, I expect that shit to go in every single time. So, it sucks how it ended. I was talking to you before Carl came here. How do you feel? Do you think he fouled?
He clearly fouled him,
yeah.
I mean, especially with the way they explain the rules, like if he didn't release the ball, and you followed through and hit him. He hit him. And I just think it was dumb because you already basically did the closeout. Just jump by. You didn't need to jump by and try and swipe at him. Like, because that just sucked that it had to end like that.
Yeah, I agree.
It was a relatively competitive series, though.
Yeah.
I liked it. I enjoyed it.
I mean, it seemed like, I mean, they won, so it didn't matter. But like, there were times where Luka like clearly was hobbled.
Oh yeah,
so I would have wished, honestly. He,
it helped them having those 2-3 days off though. I saw what the league was doing. Because for the Knicks joint and this one, they had a lot of time off.
We're
like
gonna talk about
2-3 days of rest.
I'm sure we're gonna talk about that one, or after the Celtics Cavs. But